There we go. So, other than the death of a mentor, any other improv thoughts or improv stuff floating around with you?
We've done Meisner,
Oh yeah.
living truthfully.
Mm-hmm. That's helpful.
Yeah, it's helpful. Mm.
Yeah, we touch a little bit on Meisner, but we don't go too deep into it.
M had trouble.
Zip it.
M didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't like it so much.
Yeah, a lot of people. In fact, I was teaching it at a festival last weekend, and I mentioned just, hey, we're going to do this thing. It's a Meisner technique, and two people went, oh no. It's no, don't worry. It's not like a full Meisner thing. You're not going to leave here hating yourself. But
No,
yeah,
more than that, I don't like it because it bores me.
well,
Anyway,
it depends on how you do it. I guess because it does
yes.
it works and it's simple and it always works. So
It
Yeah,
becomes
but I get the
interesting when
principles.
it's not repetition anymore.
well, when I do it, I don't make everybody do it. I have a couple of people do it, and everyone can see it, and you get just as much from seeing it as you do from doing it. So I don't make everybody go through it because that after the third time that would be pretty boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You don't. It's not a thing you need to do necessarily. But you need to be exposed to it just because it does prove a couple of points. But
I think it was helpful that way.
yeah, it should be because ultimately what we're doing is acting. Hopefully, it's not the same as acting, but it is acting. When it stops being acting, then it starts being just trying to be funny, which is slightly different. Anything else?
Ella colored her hair. She
Oh
colored her
yeah,
hair.
Yeah, the colored her
Nice
hair.
for
Yeah.
one. Nice
change.
one.
Thank you.
I noticed from your selfie last night.
Thank you. Yeah, I
Looks
had my
good.
eyebrows and lips done too. So
Blooming.
For the for the security guard role.
no, I wasn't a security guard. It was a police
The
staff sergeant.
controversial security guard.
A
we had,
security
we had a
guard.
casting call in Cinemalaya. We're producing now a couple of films for next year, and what we
Oh
did
wow.
was over Zoom. Instead of giving them
Mahina
scripts,
yung volume mo. Yes.
sorry. Hold on. I'll just adjust my mic. All right. Man. Okay. Okay, here. Hello. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So we had a casting call in Cinemalaya, and instead of giving them full scripts, we just gave them the gist of what they have to do. So a lot of them did improv, and I've noticed that a lot of them are, lacking in that aspect that they can't really make up stories. They need a full script or they need to memorize, and more so more often than not, we're kind of going for the people who know improv more than than the former. Kasi parang they're, I don't know. I think they have more dynamic. That's what I've noticed. The actors who have improv backgrounds tend to be more dynamic than people actors that just read scripts. So that's just my observation.
Well, they should be. I mean, that if they're good at doing improv, the dynamic is the one thing that they should do. So yeah, yeah,
There seems to be more sense of truth.
yeah. I don't know whether actors all understand that that's necessary. That's what they should be going for. I don't know. But yeah, I think obviously this helps in some way.
Yeah. I'm just curious, Tom. What do you think of Nicolas Cage's acting?
I've always liked it. I think he picks the worst movies to be in.
Yun.
I don't think anybody could do a better job in those crappy movies. But I've always liked it. He did a movie when he was young. One of his first movies. What the hell was it called? Vampire's Kiss, I think it was called.
Vampires.
Nobody
Yes.
knows it.
But
So,
what's that?
You're
What?
I've
saying-
never heard
you're
of it.
saying-
I know it's one of his
It's a
first.
B movie.
No, it's an independent. I think it was an indie movie, but it was not a horror movie. It was not about vampires. It was about a successful New York. I think he was a stockbroker, young guy,
Yeah.
who thought he had been bitten by a vampire and thought he was becoming one, and he wasn't. But it was about this guy's mental state
Yeah.
going down and down, thinking more and more that he's becoming a vampire, and it was really a damn good acting job. So I like him. I just wish he would
That's a,
wake up and start making movies for adults. But I don't know.
That's the movie where he went A B C D. Right. That's the one.
I like this movie.
He had a
John
line.
Travolta.
What is that?
Face Off.
Face Off.
Oh,
Face
yeah.
Off.
Like I said, he's one of those people that he's got something, and when he's on the screen with other people, you pay attention to him, and he just draws something. I don't know why. I saw him in an interview
Very
show, like a
intense.
yeah. Yes, I saw him in an interview show, like a late night talk show. He was talking. This guy Craig Ferguson used to run this show, and he was really funny and really normal and really just a cool guy, just a regular cool guy who just doesn't care about all this crap and is having a good time. So, I never make fun of Nicolas Cage, but I do make fun of his movies, his choice of movies. But
Until leaving Las Vegas.
that's a hell of a movie.
Yeah.
Which one?
That's a hell of a
Leaving
movie.
Las Vegas is
one?
very heavy.
Leaving
Leaving Las Vegas.
Yeah.
With that was Elizabeth Shue, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was wonderful. That was a great
He
movie.
has a new one called Pig, where he has to find his pig.
I know.
Somebody stole his pig, and that's the whole.
Pig?
I think he won for it, right? Didn't he win for it, Oscar?
I think so. I can't remember.
For what?
Really
Leaving Las Vegas.
interesting.
Oh, yes, he did.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Pink.
Pink.
Oh, that's his latest one. It's called Pig. Check it
Pig,
out. I think
Pig.
I think you can watch it on YouTube. Yeah, it's just,
Yeah, I like the guy. Yeah. So anything else from improv-y stuff? It's okay if not, but I don't want to. What's going on here? Yeah, I don't want to just jump right in because we've been off for a while. So, just anything you need or anything you want to do, I'll probably say no, but
Can we play for
no,
four squares game again? Sometimes.
unfortunately,
Sometimes.
yeah, not with StreamYard. You can't. With the other thing you can, but not with StreamYard. Doesn't work. Unfortunately. Okay. So, what do you want to go over? I don't. I'm sure that things have flown out of our heads recently, but maybe not. Maybe maybe it's all still there. I know that with my team at my theater, I have to go over basic stuff like randomness and all that stuff every week. If we don't, it will just evaporate. If I do, they get it and it's great. If I don't, if I just assume that it's inside everybody, it's not. It just goes. So, what do you think needs to be done to make it not evaporate? Maybe it doesn't for you, but I can tell you honestly. Last weekend, I drove home from Orlando on Saturday, which is a 3-hour drive from where I am, and I went right to the theater and did 3 shows, and I was rather tired mentally. And by the third show is a duo show. It's just duos. 10, 15, 20-minute duos. And my first thought was, I'm exhausted. I'm too tired to do this. How am I going to do this? I can't really think right now. Then my second thought was, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to be thinking. I'm supposed to be doing this technique shit that I keep telling people to do. I'm supposed to do this dynamic thing and this repetition thing and this dynamic thing. So even though I'm partially brain dead or whatever you want to call that, just not there, I can do these things and it'll be fine. And it turned out not only fine, it was the best duo of the night because we were the only ones using a technique. Everyone else was trying to be funny. And it didn't work. So I feel like I'm in a church right now saying that I was saved. I was saved by technique. So I'm just trying to pass it on to everyone else. I'm an evangelist, a technique evangelist.
No,
Praise you,
actually,
brother.
it's one of the
Thank
things that
you.
I truly want to learn, which is to do a duo show. It's one of my dreams to do. So yeah, I'm sure the basics will be there. So just have the space to practice that, and where you can correct us in a way or fine tune the technique. That would be great.
Yeah. Well, the idea is we just started doing this show. It's the third show. Instead of just 2 shows, we do an additional show, which is just that. It's just mainly for us. It's like, hey, this is what we want to do. If you want to watch, fine. And so it really, really boils down to technique. It really boils down to using tools, to doing things, to having a strategy, rather than just saying, let's see how funny I can be. Because it just doesn't work consistently to do it the other way. So I think that by doing that, we talked about it after we did that show, and there were 4 duos, and so we talked about it in rehearsal a couple of days later, and the other 3 duo people were sort of shaking their heads, saying, "Yeah, I don't know what we were doing, and it just wasn't working. It wasn't great, but you 2 guys seemed to get it." And I thought, well, this is it. This is why. You're right. That's what happened. It certainly wasn't brilliance. Like I said, I couldn't. If you asked me 2 + 2, I don't think I could have answered it. But I could certainly talk louder and talk softer and walk away and walk back and over talk and stand and sit and repeat things. And that I can do. So, golly, it's a great scene. So I said, I mean, if this doesn't prove to you the necessity of doing things this way, I don't know what does. And so they all had like, yep, I get it now. So we'll see. I mean, we're doing another one tomorrow night, which is for you. It's who knows when it is. I don't know.
Break a leg.
Yeah, well, whatever. So we'll see how much of that sticks. But I still haven't figured out how to make things stick.
With us?
With anybody. I know that one of the reasons with the people that I work with is because this is not what they're taught. They're taught a bunch of other shit. Yes, and don't repeat anything, don't talk over people, don't ask questions, zip, zap, zop. They're taught all that stuff. And no one tells them this. So you've got to almost like deprogram them like they're members of some horrible cult that you've got to say, no, it's try this simple thing, you know. So it's really hard for them to flush all that stuff they've been taught out of their heads. That I was taught too. Took years to flush it all out. So, anyhow, yes.
I'm a fan of your method. Like for sure, before anything now, your red signages flash in my mind.
Really?
The randomness and the specificity and the, you know.
Yeah.
But really, I feel it's as simple as that. Because how much can you do really in a short improv bit? I don't want to think too much about like plot and stuff like those.
Well, you shouldn't think about plot because it's not possible to do it. So why waste your time thinking about something you can't do? It's like me thinking about how much gas I should put in my Lamborghini this weekend. Except I don't have one, so why would I bother thinking about that? So you can't do plot. It's not possible. So why would you think about it? Work with what's possible, you know? They say politics is the art of the possible. I believe that improv is the art of the possible. There's only some things that are possible to do. Don't waste your time on things that you can't do. And realize it, you know. Realize that, you know, I'd like to know what the scene's going to be about. I can't. Oh, well, good. That absolves me of having to worry about it. Cool.
I can sing that song from Evita. Politics, the art of the possible.
Oh. Well, it's true. Although it's become the art of the impossible, but at least here.
Is it an art?
Same here.
It's an
here.
yeah, it's an art.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's an art. In that, untalented people are paid shitloads of money. Okay. So, right. So let's get cracking, and let's do some scenes.
Yay.
Okay. Hang on. What's going on here? Just a second here. Okay. Okay. How many people are we losing today? 1, 2.
Where is Josh?
Josh disappeared.
Where's Mayor Josh?
I don't
Andy
know.
was in the list. Why isn't she here?
Don't know. I don't make the list. I don't know. Okay. So let's start with you guys doing scenes and me not doing anything. Except a little, you know, a little hint now and then for like I was doing.
Yeah.
What do we got here? Hints are good. Yeah. So let's just go. Let's just go down the line. We'll quickly remind one another of some basic stuff since it's been a bit.
The frames that M is dreaming of.
Yeah.
The what?
The red frames that M is dreaming of.
Oh, yeah. Yes, right. So, grounded is I believe, and your character believes what he or she is saying and doing. That's all. We had a very, very grounded narrative this last weekend, that was absolutely insane. It was insane. It was crazy, but it was grounded. So, because we clearly we believe what we're saying and doing. We're totally invested in it. So that's all. That's all you have to do. Be genuine. You talked about that.
Hi, Andy.
There
Hi.
she is.
Okay, you talked about being real. Be real. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna go down the line here, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you guys.
Yay, we're 8.
Okay, look at that. All right, I will remove names, so we're not tempted to use them, and I'll throw some stuff up there if needed. So keep an eye open, and I'll get out of your way. So just go. Let me get out.
Alrighty.
Mom? Mom,
Mm. Yes, tell me.
I'm sorry.
Sorry for what?
I'm sorry. I
Sorry for what?
disappoint you. I disappoint you.
I thought I thought you wouldn't realize.
I'm
I thought you wouldn't
sorry.
realize. But that's a no, it wasn't. Oh, baby.
Can I hug you?
Of course.
Mom, why are you like that? I've hurt you so much and yet.
Oh, baby. Look at you. I mean, look at you. You're all grown now, and that's what I miss that. I miss that little joy. I thought you would just drift away from me. I thought I was already losing you because you're growing up now, but that still doesn't exempt you for the things you've done to me.
Yeah, I know. I know that
You have
you're.
been disrespectful. You've taken me
Yeah,
for granted, and
yeah.
that's not what I deserve.
I know, Mom. That's what I came here for. I want your tough love.
I mean, you took my toilet paper. Why would you do that? Did I teach you to steal toilet papers from me?
No, no.
So why did you do that? And my
Because
hairpin.
I,
I do not
'cause
share
I
my
want
hairpin with
to. I just
anyone.
want to. Because I know that you will forgive me and forgive me and forgive me.
Oh, how could you assume? Excuse me?
Because you repeatedly do it.
Do what? Forgive
Do
you?
forgive me for
Forgive
every
you?
mistake. Yeah.
Oh, do I have a choice? I didn't
I'm
choose
sorry.
you. You do that again and I'm cutting off your allowance.
Okay.
You understand? You
Yes, Mom.
understand? So now that you're sorry, you're not gonna take away my toilet papers anymore
Not
and my
promise.
hairpins,
Promise.
and you're not gonna ransack my fridge anymore and get my
Yes.
vegan food.
Yeah. Promise. I will not abuse your love anymore.
Big word. Abuse. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry too. And where is the extra toilet paper that I bought?
I
See?
bought another pack. I bought another pack, a box, so that I repay all the things that I've stolen.
Oh, you it's impossible for you to be able to repay everything you took away from me.
Yes,
Like
but at
my life.
least,
Since you were
but
born,
at,
I didn't have a life anymore.
I can't repay because you're a mom.
Oh,
But
glad to
I
know
could
that.
like, but I could like share what you taught me.
What did I teach you?
Many things. Number one,
Like,
love. Number two, to fight for what you believe in. Number three, don't let other abuse you. Number four, just do what you love. Be passionate about it. Yeah.
that's my girl.
And always
And
look your best.
even if,
Even
even
if
if,
people don't look the way you look at yourself.
good girl.
And scene. Cool. Good. Fun. What you guys think? Thanks for going first. We didn't have any choice. Don, are you there?
Yep.
Just want
Yes.
to just want to make sure we're not in Alcatraz again.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. Yes.
There
Oh.
you are, son of a gun. How'd you do that?
I was in Alcatraz before, and then I came in from another place. But I have to come in first through Alcatraz. I don't know.
I don't know. Now that sounds like a Nicolas Cage movie.
It does,
Uh,
doesn't it?
okay, any thoughts? Any thoughts about that scene that you've just seen?
If I didn't know I was coming into an improv class, I would have been very worried.
Anything? Anyone? Or even
I
those
like
of you who are in it?
I like the strangeness of this relationship, and Ella transforming into a toilet paper girl, and
Mm-hmm.
I was following directives.
she had a lot of problems inside her.
Yeah,
Ella.
yeah. The prompts were so.
Anything else?
I I I I was very amused by Joyce's character. The the child who was very trying very hard to please the mom.
Mm-hmm.
Mom,
Okay.
I
Anything
was
else?
your directive to shift the narrative was helpful for me
Oh, good.
because I was gonna give into Joy. I was gonna give into Joy's drama.
Which is fine too. Which is fine. But just but her drama and trauma were so big that it had to be something horrible that she's been doing for her whole life to you. And so my reaction to that would be, okay, what could we do that makes her this an overreaction, and says more about Ella's character almost than it says about Joy's character. But it could have gone the other way too. That's up to you guys, if you want it to. But I was hoping to keep it from going down, and looking for it to go up. It may have gone up on its own. I don't know. Cool. One of the things that we've been doing at my theater recently, we did it for 2 entire nights, and we did it in rehearsals and stuff, and in shows. It's it's so simple. Once again, I instructed my team and one rehearsal to do, and also in a Tao of Improv class, to only do scenes where the characters are on the same side, where the characters are fine with each other. They're supportive of each other, not stressful. You can still have disagreements on this when you're on the same side. You will, but I just wanted to see what would happen if we did only that all night, and it was eye-opening, really. Everyone had to, and we did it another night with a different group of people. It was eye-opening. It was like, holy crap, that's so much better. You wouldn't think it would make that big of a difference. And then we said, okay, since we're doing scenes that way, let's do an entire 30-minute narrative of scenes where everyone in every scene is doing that. It's all about we're together and we're fine and everything's good. Let's see what happens. And we try to stay away from argument, negative scenes. It just was astonishingly good. It really was funny, and it just, it's not that it made you feel good, it's just that it worked so well. It built so much as opposed to tearing things down. It makes a huge difference, and most improvisers never think of doing it. Jump into an improv jam sometime. See how many scenes 2 people are on the same side. Never. It's always, you're the worst, blah, 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 blah. Well, you are horrible too. Well, I didn't do it. Yes, you did. And that's fine. But God, imagine if you just did it the other way. I really love you. I really love you, Joanne. Oh man, but I love you more, Stuart. No, nobody loves you more than I love you. Yeah, but your love is nothing compared to the love I have for you. You're saying my love is nothing? No, I love you too much to say your love is nothing. It's like, it's. I mean, that's stupidly extreme and simple, but it's really cool. And it's not a moral judgment. It's not. I'm not saying, oh, we should be uplifting and make people feel. It's not that. It's just that it works better. That's all I care about. What works. So, and what works consistently. I'm trying to crack the code of improv. So that. Cool. So let's jump over. Next 2, I've got our LC and Lilith. Take any of that stuff or none of it. Okay, I'll do this and I'll get out of your way. See what you got. Hang on.
Check.
Check. Checked.
Check.
Checked. Checked.
Mayday.
It's a check.
SOS.
It's a check.
Check.
It's a check. Yeah.
Check. SOS. Check.
Yeah. 911. 911.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a. I think that I have an intruder, somewhere. I can hear him. I can hear him or them or she. I don't know. What do I do?
Just stay put. I'm here.
Stay put. Stay put
Yeah.
where? Where?
Here.
What if the intruder comes in and kills me?
I could defend you.
How? You're in another line, maybe in another country. What do I do?
With our voices.
Like how?
Check.
Check.
See?
Check.
We have the lowest voice in this side of the town. Check. Check.
Check, check.
See? Basis rule. Check.
I'm gonna die tonight if you're not gonna help me. Send someone over. Send a cop. Send the cops.
I used to be a cop. Don't worry.
Then send some of your friends or someone else. Just send someone over because I don't know what to do.
With love, we can conquer everything.
What? What are you talking
Believe.
about? What? Love?
Check.
I don't like love. Love got me in these problems in the first place. That's why I'm alone.
You're not alone.
I'm alone with no home, far from wherever home that was before. Now I'm alone, and there's an intruder, and you're not helping me.
I'm not an intruder.
You're not. You're 911.
That's my birthday.
You better send someone over because I don't want to die tonight.
Let's just stay as is. We can't solve things. Look into my eye.
I can't. I'm on a phone. I'm on a
You're-
phone. I can't see anything.
You have your glasses on. You have your glasses on.
You can see me? How the hell can you see me? I don't have a webcam. It's
You're
crazy.
funny. You're really funny. You always make me laugh.
Do I know you? Do I know you? Hello? Your voice sounds familiar.
Yes.
Have we met
Brother,
before?
brother, remember I sing you to sleep?
Brother?
Maybe
I
it would
know.
help you.
But I was an orphan.
Maybe it would help you. Chiquitito, tell me the truth.
Okay, Seed. That was delightful.
I don't know where it was. I don't know where that was going.
That was very
That
fun.
was funny.
I was just following
Funny.
Lilith. I was just following Lilith. I was just
Well, you know, when somebody hands me a pint of ice cream, I don't ask where it's going. I just eat it. You know, that was really fun.
Yes,
I
ice
was just
cream.
checking my mic. I was really checking my mic.
That was really. That's see. There you go. You started with absolute random nothing. Check, check,
Oh.
check. Hello, 911. You know, it was and just funny. You know,
And then he had amnesia.
you were trying to solve the problem, but in such a horrible way that you were never going to solve the problem. It was real, and of course he's just getting more and more agitated, and you're fine. So what do you care?
It was like a nutcase took the real 911 person hostage.
Do you always need to have a problem to begin with, or can you start with? Is that the easiest way to go? That
Well,
you started off?
think about it. You didn't start with a problem. You started with check, that sort of thing. That's not starting with a problem. So that's randomly putting things in a scene. There they are, and then you grab one of them and do a little thing with it, and then it starts to become more clear, and you just keep doing stuff. You don't worry about where you're going. Just be there and just react, because eventually it's going to start moving on its own, and then you're going to think, oh, I see. So that's kind of what you did. I was laughing out loud most of that scene.
Me also.
I
It was
was
so funny.
very amusing.
I
Yeah,
was lost.
good.
It didn't seem like
Yeah,
you
it was
were
a good kind of
Yeah, you
lost.
didn't seem.
I've never seen Lilith play that loosely.
I know.
No.
It's
No.
Yeah,
like
first time
well, there's
also.
some yeah, he didn't care anymore, and it was a joy to watch.
Yeah,
No,
that was.
especially when he said, Elsie said, call the police, and then he goes, I was the police, and I thought he was
No,
gonna
because
go
Yeah.
I
on,
remember Ella portraying
rip,
police. That's what that just came to me. That he's
Yeah.
and
telling sa
I
police
thought you'd
will
Yeah.
find.
You're
recall,
not
like
you're
you know,
not
remember the
thinking
time.
anymore. You're not
Yeah.
driving anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meister's doing Lilith very good.
So I
Hmm.
wasn't
Maybe,
thinking at all. I
maybe.
was just like, I was no mind in that in most of the parts. So, and I
Yeah.
think that helps. That when you're not thinking of what's gonna happen, it's
Yeah.
just
Well, that's what I'm always talking about. I mean, the idea of randomness, chaos, and order, and saying that you were police, that you used to be a policeman, or that you were a policeman. That was part of chaos. In other words, that came from stuff that was floating around randomly, and you used it even though you had no clue as to what you were going to do with it, but you used it. And then when you did that, so that wasn't random anymore. That was, here's this information floating around. I'm going to use this one, and let's see where it goes. Then it started to get clearer, and then you started to control things, which is kind of the way to do it. So it's I don't know if you've ever seen those old cartoons where the one creature is chasing the other one, and they run through a hollow log, and on the other side of the hollow log is a cliff, and they keep running, and they're in
like
the air, and
Wile E. Coyote.
yeah, that sort of thing, or even Bugs Bunny or whatever,
Roadrunner.
and they keep running, and they're running and running, but there's no ground under them anymore, or at least one of them keeps running, and there's no ground under them anymore, and they're doing fine until they look down and realize that there's no ground under them anymore, and that's when they fall.
Beep, beep.
So never in a scene look down. Don't look down. Just keep running, and you won't fall. But the minute you start saying, "What does this all mean?" There it goes. You've got to trust this. If you're enjoying the scene you're doing, keep doing what you're doing. It's so simple. Don't try to analyze it until it's absolutely necessary. That's cool.
And when would you know that it's necessary to actually analyze and to realize
Um,
things?
when you'll feel it, you'll feel that there's a point where you've gone as far as you can, and it has to go somewhere. It's headed in a direction, and now you want to help get it that direction. Okay, so now you can steer it. But that's when suddenly the ground's under your feet again. But don't worry about the fact that at some point in the midpoint of your scene, you're lost. You're not lost. You're not lost. We're certainly not lost. You may not know where it's going. Who cares? Nobody cared. Nobody cared what the outcome of this was going to be. No one. I can't imagine anybody cared what the outcome was going to. We were just enjoying each moment. At some point, you'll say to yourself, "Oh, I think I'd like to push it in this direction." Okay, great. And at that point, your partner will also understand what you're doing too, because there's enough information that you both now have. Fine. I use the analogy. I love analogies. You've got a pen, a Sharpie, and your partner has a Sharpie, and you put a dot, and they put a dot randomly, and they put a dot, and you put a dot, you put a dot, they put a dot randomly, and then at some point all those dots are there, and it begins. You think, you know what? If you connect these dots, it might become a hippopotamus, and your partner is thinking, if you connect these dots, it might be a lion. So your partner puts in a few dots to make it a lion, and you put in a few dots to make it a hippopotamus, and then next thing you know, one of you realizes it was a rhinoceros, and the other one sees it too, and you start connecting them. and there it is. And now you've got yourself a rhinoceros, and the audience shades it in and makes the rhinoceros, and they are amazed that you created a rhinoceros with dots. How did you know to do that? You didn't. You didn't even pretend to know to do that. You just put down the damn dots until it looked like something, and then you put down more dots to finish it, and then you connected it. If you put down 5 or 6 dots and then try to turn it into a picture, you're forcing it. We're enjoying the process of watching you put the dots down, and in the audience, we're connecting the dots ourselves. It may turn out to be what we think. It may turn out to not be what we think, but we're involved in the process too. Cool. Let's jump across. We got Josh and Andy. That's what we've got. That'll work just fine. Up there. Just going left to right. Okay. Both of your mics are off.
Check.
I'll go to Josh's space.
What's that? What is that?
Game.
Seriously?
No.
You can do that if you want. You tell me. Whatever works, but whatever it is.
Ayan, go. Open that screen, then my mic, you use my mic. Okay, go.
Okay. Because I don't. Because
I hear-
my mic
There you go.
is problematic.
I hear you.
Minano yung ano.
Do you both want to be in the same rectangle?
It will work now.
Will it?
Yeah.
Testing. Hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Except you're not looking at. Yeah. See, there you go. So,
There you go.
you can both be in the same frame if you want. That works fine.
There you go. We can manage this kind of setup.
Can you?
Yeah.
Works for me. All right. Whenever you're ready, Andy, you're still muted.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be mute.
What?
She's using my microphone.
Oh, okay. Good. This'll work. What could possibly go wrong? Great. Okay. You know.
Ang pogi mo talaga. Sobra.
Stop saying those things, because when you meant those native words to me, it doesn't mean a thing.
Why? Why are you resisting your charms? No, we all know that you look pretty and you're so handsome.
Quiet! I don't want to hear that kind of. That's bullshit, man. That's bullshit.
So you're saying I'm a liar? No,
No.
I don't lie. I always just tell truth. I don't dream of being Pinocchio.
Okay. I will pay what I owe to you. Just don't torture me from saying that.
You're handsome, you're handsome, you're handsome. Handsome, handsome. Oh, cutie pie, cutie baby
Stop it.
pie. Oh,
Stop it.
beautiful
It
boy,
disgusts me
beautiful
so
boy.
much.
So
I'm going to
beautiful
pinch you.
boy.
I'm going Stop saying that. It's not true. I hate it. I hate it. Okay? You're so beautiful. See? So I hate cheesy shit. I am a vegan. I am lactose intolerant. I don't like cheesy. Okay? Yuck! Okay. One more. One more.
and I will burn this house.
Hoy! Hoy!
Hmm.
Hoy! Hoy! Hoy!
Hoy,
Hoy!
hoy.
Buwi mo yan! Buwi mo yan. Buwi mo.
No,
Buwi mo.
you will not. No,
You'll burn the house, I'll burn you.
no, then burn me. I want you to
I
burn,
want you
burn.
to burn. Burn for me, baby. Like a candle in my
I'm not
life.
talking about the song. I'm talking about it literally.
Literally.
Yeah.
Spell literal.
No. Okay. Let's get to the main point of this conversation. I called you because I have something to pay you. I don't have anything.
Then
Okay.
pay me. Pay me with love, with
Uh,
affection, with care, with your very, very fabulous face.
I'll pay you anything, but not that kind of words. I hate it. It makes me
You
weak.
know, you're a person who hate a lot. Why do you have to engulf hate? HATE. Why not LOVE?
No! Love will not make you a man. I mean alive. Love will not make you alive.
Food will make you alive, but love will make your life delicious.
Delicious. No, I like bitter things. That's why I love to hate.
Bitter things. You like okay, and then I'll feed you ang palaya, and I'll feed you what's the bitter? Coffee. Coffee without sugar and cream.
When I was a little baby, my mother used to feed me a coffee shake because her breast is not pumping enough milk. Okay? That's why I am a very, very bitter guy.
You done?
I'm not done.
You done?
You done.
You're done.
You're done.
You're done.
We're done.
We're done.
Yes, we're done.
We're done.
We're done.
We're done. Walang bawian niya. Walang bawian.
Oh no!
Walang bawian
I'm going
niya.
to
We're done ka
cut your
dyan,
hair.
ah. We're
I
done
will
ka
cut
dyan,
your
ah.
hair.
No, I'll cut your hair.
No!
Scene. I will cut your hair. Jesus.
I love real couples fighting.
That was a lot of fun. Oh yes. Any thoughts from anyone?
Oh, I like the reason why Josh is like that is because the mom stopped producing milk.
Yes, of course.
That was wonderful.
Coffee instead of milk.
Yes. Ah, yes. I like the repetition at the end there, the back and forth, done, 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 done.
Meisnering.
Mm-hmm. That's right. It's not like I ever mentioned that, but no, it does work. It was fun. You could see that. What else?
Well, they had chemistry.
That's nice.
I wonder why.
Don't know. Doesn't always create chemistry. I've known married improv couples who shouldn't have been on the stage together.
I think Andrea used this scene to communicate to Josh an unmet need.
Yeah, it actually didn't make sense at all, but it was fun to watch.
Yeah. Well, it made some kind of sense. I mean, a little bit. He just hated being told how pretty he is. You know? I know. I get that all the time, and I hate it too.
I also appreciated the commitment of Josh and Andy.
Mm.
Like Josh started. I hate that word. Not until the end he didn't cave. He didn't feel soft about being called pretty.
Hmm. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, it was fun. And really, when you think about it, it's an argument, but it's an argument over the stupidest thing. It's like it's an argument over something that should be a compliment. So that's what you know. Making a big thing out of a small thing is always nice.
And burning down the
I'm
house.
gonna burn this house down, of course.
Burn this house down. Cut your hair.
I'm gonna I'm gonna cut your hair after I burn this house down. It was fun. Okay, let's move along. Let's see. So I've got who have I got? Oh, let me see. File. There. Okay. I'll jump out of your way. You saw what to do. Everyone's been doing good stuff, so keep it up. Get out of the way.
It's good, right?
I don't know why you like this stuff so much.
It's I don't know. Maybe my mom and dad ate. I don't know. I like it. It's how can you not like licorice? It's a candy. Candy's candy.
Mm, yeah, I guess, but I'm not into licorice. I'd rather have real liquor.
Well, we can have that too. I don't think licorice comes from liquor.
Doesn't?
Actually, I don't know.
Does
I don't
it
really.
come from? Where's it come from? Ish?
Licorice? No, licorice is no, licorice is it's a root. Licorice is a root. It's a root.
A
Huh?
root?
Yeah,
Yeah.
licorice root. I think
Why are you scratching your head?
because it itches.
You didn't take a bath again.
But why is there one missing? Did you see what I did? You see what you said?
No, yeah, you changed the topic.
I took. Where is this going?
I don't know, Dad. You should take better care of yourself. That's where it's going. You're still eating sweets all the time. You're not taking baths. What's up with that?
Hey, you only live once. What are you talking about? What you let let? What? Listen,
I'm not
licorice.
here all the time to look after you. And every time I visit you, you're doing something you shouldn't be doing.
Well, I appreciate that you care for me that much.
You should care for you that much.
Well, obviously, I think I do.
I mean,
Let me get my
it's a wonder
cigarette.
you still remember who I am. At your age, I mean, you're 98.
Honey, I know exactly who you are.
Okay, tell me, what's my full name?
Honey, honey, I don't need to do that. All I can do is tell you that I absolutely know who you are. Would you like some cigarette?
God, I'm your daughter. You hated it when I smoked.
Well, I don't hate it anymore. Now I understand why you smoked. And smoking's not a bad thing to do at all. You know?
Remember when you said when our motto was life is short, don't make it shorter?
Well, that's what Mom said. I don't.
No, it was you. We would say it in unison.
both mom and I would say at the same time. Yeah, I know. Well, listen, I know exactly what you mean.
What do I mean?
I I know exactly what you mean. That your mom and dad, we all say the same thing at the same time sometimes. What? There's something wrong with saying something at the same time? What are you trying to say here? Listen, when I want to say something, I say it.
Well, so do I.
Okay. You
You
want
know
some
what?
ham hocks?
Well, that I like.
Yeah, it really tastes good. Let's face it, anything which tastes good is not good for you. It's just the way it is. Maybe I should eat them and you shouldn't because you're young and you've got a lot of life in front of you. Me, I don't know how long I have. I'd rather enjoy the time that I have.
Okay. Why don't we do this? Next time I come around, I'll bring you desserts. Lots of them.
Yeah.
You like that?
Of course I like that. Who doesn't like desserts?
Fine. Fine. At least you're still eating. I
What
mean,
kind of dessert you talking about?
cheesecakes.
Well,
Uh,
that's good.
yeah.
Triple
Preserves.
layer chocolate fudge cake.
Mm-hmm. Just
Man,
promise me you'll brush your teeth after every meal. Like,
you're
what teeth? What teeth? Whatever, what little teeth
You're
you
asking a
have left.
lot. You're asking an awful lot. Let's
I know. I
one
mean, if
step
you
at a
want to
time.
die, you can die of sweets or diabetes, but I don't want you complaining of toothache.
I'm not gonna
At
die
least
of
give me that.
I'm not gonna die of diabetes or any of that stuff you're saying. I'm
You die of.
immune. After you eat a certain amount of sweets, you don't have to worry about that anymore because it doesn't affect you in the same way as you did before. Because the balance of your sugar and your water intake actually ends up. Why are you scratching yourself? What are you itching? What?
No, I
You
mean,
know, you should really do something about that. You know what you ought to do?
oh, what?
You ought to scratch it when it itches. Love you.
I love
Jesus.
you.
that was that was cute. At the very least, that was fun.
Yeah, meet cute.
That's very cute.
Wasn't it? That was
No.
that was that was that was darling.
It felt like you guys were real father and daughter, and I was so invested in your
I
relationship.
know, I know. Oh, yeah, yeah. You seem to be real.
It made me get cake, chocolate.
Ah.
First
Ooh.
scene with Don. Yay!
Thank you, Em.
Thank you, Don.
Any thoughts
Bye.
from those of you who are in it? Even anyone thinking?
It,
Nothing.
it was
I
very.
like it when Don uh notice how I'm scratching her face because that the little things
It, it
sometimes
went
those
back
are
to
the
the
things that
scratch.
mattered.
Right, went back to the first 30.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's nice. That
so nice.
is rewarding for an audience. We
I,
all we always like that.
I like it that underneath the cuteness, there's this thought of someone will die soon.
Mm-hmm.
And someone will live longer, someone will be left behind. So it was there. That's why the comedy was kind of bittersweet.
Mm-hmm. But of course, he's 98 years old. I mean,
Mm.
if if he's made it to 98, obviously whatever he's been doing
He could eat anything.
works.
Works.
Doesn't matter anymore, right?
Right. I mean, yeah, it's M's character who's going to stress out over it and get sick. He's 98 and he's fine. Yeah, that was fun.
It was very nice.
I really enjoyed it. It was good. You could make sketches out of that. Okay. I got secondhand smoke from that scene.
Eat desserts. Eat desserts.
Yeah. Okay. So that's you and me. You and I, Chrissy.
Okay,
We're left over.
let's do it.
Let's do this. And I'll get rid of the names. And all right.
Hey, not me.
Oh, good God. You're next to her. There you go. There you are. That's it.
Jesus!
Why do you say?
Why do you keep looking at somebody else? You keep looking at somebody else.
What?
You
What?
keep looking,
No.
and there you go,
No.
pretending like you didn't know, like you
No.
just happened to look on the left side where the pretty girl was.
Was
Just
there?
happened to turn your head
Was
on
there?
the left side of the restaurant.
Well,
Explain.
I think that scientifically, you are drawn to the most attractive thing that is in a room.
You said in our wedding that for richer or for poorer, for better or for worse, that you will be attracted to me. That's our vow.
I don't remember the word attracted. I remember promising something, but I don't remember attracted to. I remember love, honor, obey, and support and all that stuff. I don't remember
No, I think that
vision.
there was particularly a sentence that we both signed and said, I promise and I vow to stay attracted to my wife, no
don't
matter how
think-
fat she gets.
I didn't know what there was like a vision plan in this. Hey, look. What can I tell you? I mean, do you know what attractive means? That means it's something that attracts, like a magnet. I'm metal, baby. I'm metal. Okay? I'm just iron. If
And
a
you're so-
magnet walks by, what can
And
I
you're
tell you?
going, I'm a magnet.
What's that?
Is that what you're saying? I'm a magnet?
You're a kind of a magnet. Absolutely, you're a magnet. You're magnetic, but there are other magnets, and if those magnets also, and I happen to be closer to that other magnet, and if you're here, and I mean, magnets. Remember science.
So I think, are you saying that if there's another magnet on the right side of the restaurant, you get pulled towards that also because that's a scientific fact?
Yes. Mhm. Yeah, I mean, what am I gonna do? It's science. It's science.
I know it's very hard to go against science.
It's impossible. It's impossible.
Well, if I add more magnets, I think I have more magnets in my bag. If I add it on,
No, not real magnets, metaphorical magnets. And by the way, how did you know there was a pretty girl on that side?
because you looked on the left side.
Well, how did you see her?
I looked at.
Aha!
Ah, ha!
Aha! So you looked at her.
But you looked at her first.
No. Well, how do you know I looked at her first? How do you know I looked at her first?
Because
If you didn't know she was there. You didn't know she was there? You knew she was there because you were attracted to her.
I did look at you first, and I did look at the left side. She's kind of cute, actually.
Okay, she was more than cute.
Like you saw her butt.
She's more than
it's kind of-
cute. Mickey Mouse is cute.
All right.
She was more than
probably-
cute.
I did look at her butt.
She
It was very hard
the
to.
Little Mermaid, at least.
So you get off with fish. That's what you like. I can get fish.
Mermaids
You
aren't
know,
fish. Who said mermaids are fish?
fish are half mermaids are half fish, scientifically speaking. You
Half
know,
fish, but
the
just half.
anatomy of the fish. If you put it inside the of a human body, then I mean, here's our fish. Oh, thank you very
Okay.
much. Can I get a
So
soy sauce with this?
I don't know about you. I'm not sure I want to eat this fish now.
But you
I know we love, but so this could have been like a mermaid,
like
part of.
our relationship can be like half and half, just like a mermaid. Is that what you mean? You're doubt you're doubting yourself. You're not thinking clearly. You don't know
I'm
what to
not.
say.
I'm not. I know. I'm
You're
sorry.
looking. You're
What?
you're distracted on the left side
No, I'm not.
again.
I'm looking right at you. I'm looking right at you.
Yeah, but I saw your left eye.
I can't control my left eye. My left eye is the. If any part of me is gonna cheat on you, it's gonna be my left eye. We all know that.
Well, what are we gonna do with that left eye?
Just let it do what it needs to do. It'll come back
Because I'm a magnet.
because it's an eye, and because you're a magnet. You're
Oh, you're so sweet.
just. Of course, I mean, magnets also repel, but never mind. Never mind.
But yeah,
No,
Oh.
just never mind. Never. Don't even forget. Forget I even said
like there's
that.
so much science in my head.
I know.
Like you're putting so much facts in my head.
I know.
I think that's why I fell in love with you, my dearest.
I know it's science. It's why I fell in love with you. We are
For better or for
scientifically meant to be. Scientifically.
Like
Yeah.
that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
For better or for worse.
Yeah. All your good stuff cancels out all my bad stuff, and together we are zero. And what's better than that?
Nothing.
Nothing. Well, actually, it is nothing.
We are nothing.
We are nothing, and that's the best thing we can be. That's everything.
Okay. I'm happy. This
So
is the
am I.
best marriage ever.
It's so good.
I love you, my dear.
I love you too. Oh. That was.
That could happen in a real relationship.
I know.
That is not far from impossible.
There's Mickey. There's Mickey. Being cute.
Hey, Mickey.
Any thoughts? Anybody?
This is a nice session. Today is full
Yeah.
of love.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chrissy is always charming and witty and always
Oh,
quick to pick up.
yeah, Crazy, you're so fast. It's just instant.
Mm.
Just think about the situation. Like saying Jesus already, just already set up something already in all our heads. But okay, where is this going?
Our
Choosing
school,
and
our
overdoing.
faith taught us if your left eye leads you to sin, take it out.
I can't control my left eye. I love that.
I can't control my left eye. If there's anything that's going to cheat on you, it's my left eye.
That was funny.
It was fun. I'll tell you what Chrissy was doing, essentially, at least from my point of view. It was like playing tennis, but not playing tennis against somebody who's trying to beat you. It's like whatever I would hit, she would return it, and I would return it, and she would. So it wasn't. We weren't looking at the full thing. It was just where's it going now, and how do I return it? Um, so so it was less thinking as much as it was just kind of reacting, I think.
Mm.
So that's fun, which can go
Everybody's
on longer.
mastering today. Uh,
They were talking about mermaid and Chrissy had fish as order.
Yeah, I like
That's
that
funny.
part.
Yes. Uh, okay, so let's go around the horn here, as they say in baseball. We'll start here. Just anything.
Yeah, I think we great scenes today, everybody. I enjoyed watching everyone, and nice to be back. And let's keep practicing. That's
Hmm?
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next.
I missed the session. It's almost 2 weeks, and it's nice to be back. And I just enjoyed having class. Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you, Tom.
Oh, thank you.
It's just
Next.
so nice playing with you guys. It's a pleasure. Thank you, Tom, for doing this for us. Really
Hmm.
grateful. Thank you.
Great. Anything?
Yeah. Thanks again. This is so much fun. It's helping me a lot with writing, and yeah, I realized again how important improv can be when you course through stories and acting and all that. So thank you again. Thank you so much, Tom.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, anything from today?
Randomness. I love randomness. And I like the new look of Joy and Ella. And
Thank you.
Yes. So do
we
I.
had
Congrats!
and
Congrats!
we had withdrawal symptoms last Saturday because we didn't do this.
Ah, well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the effect.
we. Yeah. Okay. Great. Yes, I
Uh,
know. I like the look too, and in fact,
Thank you.
uh, both my eyes are looking that way.
The left and the right.
Left and the right. I don't give a damn.
Sorry, Chrissy.
Josh. Anything?
uh, I like what you've said, that it's so much better when you say the other way around, not the negative, the positive side of life, which you said a while ago. Instead of saying I hate you, but you said I love you. No, I love you more. No,
Mm.
it's very, yeah, it's very, it's different. It's
Yes,
different. Yeah.
it's something that you won't ever see in a TV sitcom.
Mhm.
It doesn't work there. I shouldn't say it doesn't work there. There was a show back in the '60s here that was extremely popular, where that's what they did, and it was magically popular, hugely. It was called the Dick Van Dyke Show,
Oh yeah,
I've
and
seen.
Mary Tyler Moore came from
very
that
tired.
show, and she also did that. She also kind of accentuated the and they were two of the most important shows in America in those days. They basically defined sitcoms for a while, but other people just didn't learn that lesson, and they just went down that path of arguing and put downs and all that. So, but mostly you won't see it in sitcoms, and you won't see it much in improv, but you should. It's nice. Andy, what you got?
Oh, I love seeing you pair today, like Em and Don, and me and Josh seldom got paired in improv because we're in the same room. So happy with that as well. Thank you, Elsie, for being here. Thank you again, Tom. Thank you, everyone. Joy, you're so blooming. Why?
Sure.
it's the earrings.
Castle.
Don, what do you got?
Yeah, your fashionista game is going way up since last time I was here. I'm gonna have to get some earrings or something like that, or
Mm.
maybe wear a golden sapphire or something. I don't know. That's all. And what the Dick Van Dyke Show is a good example of how they started off being really positive, and then issue appeared. Is that what you're saying?
Well, Dick Van Dyke was never anybody's enemy.
Right.
It was his show, but it was never him putting this person down or him putting this person down. The only
Right.
put downs on the show were between
Maury Amsterdam and Richard
Maury
Deacon.
Amsterdam and the bald guy,
Richard Deacon.
Richard Deacon.
Mel.
Right. Everything else was building.
Right.
You know.
Right. Interesting.
That comes from Carl Reiner, who was the person who masterminded that show, and whose son became a great comedic actor. Okay, cool. Em, what do you got?
Like everybody said, today was a lot of fun. Although everybody's, I think everybody's getting even better and just having more fun with doing scenes. And it's also reminding me a lot of the teacher we lost. His style, his dramatic improv was actually all about that, like beginning something with uh, being very positive before heightening. So yeah, this week has been sad because of that, losing him. So Tom, take care of yourself, okay?
Eat desserts. Eat desserts.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody, take care of
Oh,
yourself.
You always go out.
okay.
Always go.
Don't go out.
Thank you.
Well, my left eye wanders every once in a while.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
God